Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Holleback. Joey Hollenbeck.
So anyway, let me just check my levels real quick. All right.
Microphone check.
I'm happy. Happy.
How am I looking over there?
You're looking hot.
Thanks, bro.
Too hot to death.
Oh.
Is that a what? Oh, the animal.
Oh, yeah. Animal Higa Monster.
Higa Monster. Where's that at?
He's in Grant Higa. He's out of Maple Valley. Sponsored by Animal. Dude's a freak.
You are?
Not me. Higa.
Wow.
The guy that's in here.
That dude. That dude looks big. Is it? Does he got a little MK? Like, do they battle a little bit?
No, he's straight powerlifter, dude.
Oh, I got you.
Squats like.
Oh, so kind of like what's the guy? That one powerlifter that follows us on Instagram.
Yeah, but this guy's
About the same. About the same.
Yeah, not really.
No,
Okay.
Exactly the same.
Okay.
Hey, everyone. Wait, go ahead.
Good. I was just gonna say, good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Let's just jump right in. Everyone, thanks for listening to Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Figured this out last week. This is the Holla of it. Travis Holla, Hollerin Kenny. And we've got Hollenbeck over here, Joey Hollenbeck.
What's up, guys?
Hey, so we're just two guys that reconnected
And
later on in
ladies.
life. And ladies out there, we're drinking our brewskis from Cole Street Brew, and we're hanging out. By the way,
Go on.
I'm about to drop one tonight. So it's where, so if you're listening to this, it was 2 days ago. Dropping Andy Cardenas.
Yeah.
He had COVID.
Oh, snaps.
He was in the hospital for like 13 days with COVID.
What? And you guys were eating the chalupa?
This was back in November.
Oh, okay.
So
he got hit way back in the day.
Yeah, so he quarantined for 3 months. Just kidding. But when I found out about that, I think it was Sean or someone told me about it. Got him on there, and he talked about it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering what this is going to do for his restaurant. Like, maybe we shouldn't say that?
No, I'm releasing a full 60-minute
he's
episode.
on to it. Okay.
Yeah, I interviewed him. Yeah, we talked about it.
Okay. Keep it in then. Let's ride.
We're going to ride it out. Did you see the things yesterday that was posted on Union Club discussion board?
I did not.
Okay, so
I didn't get online much yesterday.
So what? There was someone found from 2 years ago, these bad reviews for the Mazatlan in Enumclaw.
Yeah.
And like people were like typing out what they didn't like about it. And then it says owner of Mazatlan, which was Andy. Yeah. Was like writing these sarcastic things back to these people. Like one said like, found a black hair in my food. And he goes, and then the owner replied, "You're not the first and won't be the last."
Dude, come on. We're talking about his business right now. But hey, tell me this, though. Did he talk about the Hollenbeck chalupa sales at all?
He says people are going in for it.
Damn right they are.
Yeah, they are. Get that chicken.
What are you sipping on tonight?
They're sipping on some syrup. I'm sipping on some syrup. Sipping on sip.
It's scissor.
Scissor.
Not syrup.
Well, I had to look it up. I had to Google what that scissor was.
I'm from Selleck and I'm sipping on some syrup.
Mrs. Buttersworth. Some log cabin.
It's actually scissor. See, that cough hasn't gone anymore.
No, dude, I've been working hard today, so it's like my mouth is dry.
Oh, yeah? Juice that thing up a little bit.
Oh, man. So,
Wet in the whistle.
Wet in the whistle.
So, the last time we pod,
Yeah.
you didn't have a beer because you said your button hurt.
On my belly button.
Your button?
I think I had a hernia, but it went away. I weighed myself today. This is the most I've ever weighed.
Ever in your whole life?
Ever in my whole life.
How old are you?
39, be 40 here in like 6 months,
Dude,
8 months.
Clock's ticking, bro.
Dude, I know. I literally think I'm going to have a heart attack any day.
No, don't say that. You got to start working out. Walk
So-
up your stairs 40 times a day.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I did. Once I stepped on that scale, I was just like, I looked like a guy that was on a railroad where they're like pushing. I was doing squats, walking around, squat.
I thought you were gonna say like a video game. You look like Donkey Kong and like the smallest car available on Mario Kart.
No, I look like the guy those guys that like they like a teeter-totter and they go across the railroad. That was me. I was squatting all around my house, everywhere I was going. I was just like squats down the stairs, squats to the kitchen, squats to grab an Oreo.
I feel like squats, although great workout, I feel like you just need to walk. Walk for about an hour a day.
Yeah,
35,
that's probably
40
true.
minutes a day. Just walk. You don't have to go up hills or do anything crazy, but
Yeah.
just walk. Go walk.
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
Throw your poncho on and go for a walk.
I will. Throw that. Yeah, it's warm though today.
Today is nice,
Dude,
isn't it?
It's like thong weather. It's what you said, 62 degrees.
That's what it said in my truck.
Jeez.
Real butte, Clark.
Yeah, I know. Put that stuff on when it's 60, hitting mid 50s to 60s in October. Man, we're bundling up. We're walking around in long sleeve shirts and
Bro, I literally
jacket.
I
now
drove,
it feels like it's
on
summer.
my way here. I saw people walking the dog with like tank tops
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Dude, like on a beach cruiser with his dog. I thought I was in California. Dude had shorts on and shades on, and t-shirt. I'm like, this is legit.
That's where I was at, man. That's for real. That's what we want to do. I want to be that guy.
Well,
I want to be that guy.
just gotta get on the bike, buddy.
Yeah, I will. Hey, you said you had questions for me. I like that.
Oh, I was just
We just
told
saying
you
that?
before you. I had something for you, but
Questions wise?
yeah,
Do you want to jump into my questions first? Warm me up?
yeah. Oh, you want me to warm you up, or
What's-
do you want to warm me up? You're the Hollerin, remember?
Hey, yeah, I am. Let's
So you have questions for me, or
let's-
you want me to shoot at you?
scratch my back. I'll scratch yours. Right? We'll rub each other down in these questions.
My back is on the front.
Okay.
Wasn't that on Superbad? Is that what you said? That's what it reminded me of. Wasn't that on like Superbad?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know the one you watched, but
All right, check this out.
yeah.
If you could live,
Okay. Dude, you're really getting deep with these things.
if you could live
Yeah.
one day
Okay.
in Joey Hollenbeck's
Life.
like, no, you're in my body. What does it look like?
Dude. First off,
One day, you wake up tomorrow morning.
okay, wake
you
up.
are me.
I'm you.
And
in
all
my
the way
body.
until you go to bed.
First, I'm checking the package. That's the first thing everyone wants to do. And I'm going to go, wow, that's smaller than I thought. And then I want my old body back.
Sure you do.
I feel like the guy on Big, where, you know, when Tom Hanks all of a sudden, and I would just, my footy pajamas would just be ripped through. And
Please tell me you wear footy pajamas. I guarantee you still wear footy pajamas.
I want to.
I guarantee, like, I feel like I picture you and your brother on Christmas. The Christmas story is you guys to a T in Selleck.
Yes, that's it. Footy, they call me all footy pajamas. But yeah, no, I don't know if I was.
Mama, did Auntie give me the
Mama.
rabbit slippers again?
Hey, Mama.
Papa.
I got a little hole in my footy pajama.
So you think, okay.
I don't know. I'd probably hop in your sweet truck and take it off a cliff, push it off. You know, if I knew that I was going to go back to my normal life, I'd probably ruin your life as much as I possibly could.
No, just be real. Like, what would you do?
I would try to ruin your life as much as I possibly could, knowing that I'd go back to my life.
Why?
Just because it would be so much fun to like see the reaction later of you.
No, here's the deal. If you die, then you're dead.
Oh no,
And
I'm
dead too.
gonna push the truck off
Why?
the cliff.
I'm gonna throw your little peanut car off a cliff over the top of my head.
I'm going to commit so many crimes, and then they're going to be after you tomorrow.
Legit though. Come on, be legit. Like, really, what would you do? You wake up in the morning. What do you do? You like you said your footy pajamas.
Footy pajamas would be
blown
ripped
out.
through. I would probably FaceTime everyone.
Are you talking about
everyone on my phone? I'd FaceTime everyone.
Are you talking about your footy pajamas being ripped out like in the front section, or like on your toes? Like where you?
My toe, mostly my toes. That's what I'm saying.
I'm joking.
I don't know. I mean, like, what are the perks of being Joey? I mean, like, I know that
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. What
I'd probably get
What's
that-
your vision? Tell me what you would do.
I'd be
I can tell
tall.
you what I would do for you.
Well, yeah, okay, all right. I can't wait to hear this one.
No,
I
I mean, I'm just
can't
saying.
wait to hear this one.
Well, I'm just saying.
a Paul Giamatti lookalike contest.
No, I wouldn't.
And I'd win.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm not cutting. I'm not trying to cut right now.
You're looking forward to this. Okay. I don't know what I would do. I would go get the top shelf stuff. I'd walk around and just grab stuff for little old ladies and I'd just hand it to them. Because I don't know. I mean, I'm tall now. I'm super tall.
But you go to the gym. You could
No.
bench press, like whatever you could do.
Go bench press, whatever.
You could.
Yeah,
like
my goal in life. Look at this body. Do you think my goal in life is like, oh, sweet, I can bench press now?
No, but I'm just saying. Like,
I'd be
what
like,
would you
oh
do?
man, that's more energy to
What
move
would you
this
do?
body around.
That's all you would do. Nothing.
I would.
You would do
I would
nothing.
drive your sweet truck. I would do that.
You
I'd
can
probably
drive it
cruise
right now.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let me drink a little bit more.
Maybe not. You? I got some candles.
You know what I would? Yeah.
I got some candles. I borrowed a bottle of Martinelli's. I think I'm going to head up towards Crystal Mountain.
By
I got
myself.
a sweet truck.
By myself. I think what I would do, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it,
I know. I put you on the spot.
I don't know. I'd probably I don't know what I'd do.
Oh, good answer.
Well,
This makes for great listening.
Well, what would you be as me? You tell me. Let's move on to me now. Throw a hot coal at me. I'm gonna throw a hotter coal at you. You wake up as Travis Kenny. What would you expect me to say?
I was thinking that you would role play like what you think I'd do in a day, and I was gonna kind of do what I think you do in a day. So if I was you,
Oh, okay, we could do that.
no, but I mean, like, what would you do like in that scenario? I feel like I would wake up in the morning.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Feel like shit.
Yes. Okay. Keep going.
I'm joking.
Jump on Facebook immediately.
Go jump on Facebook. See how many people hit me up on Ian Claw discussion board.
Put out.
This is a Saturday.
Put out so many.
This is a Saturday.
I'm editing 4 hours, 5 hours.
I'd edit some stuff. I'd get the griddle going.
I would definitely get the griddle.
Get the griddle going. Make a little breakfast, Sammy, for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Mostly for me.
2 of them. Dose them.
Two.
Yes.
And then leave it still hot. So if anybody else wanted something.
Nope.
Oh, you cook for everybody?
No, Jamie's gone, and I'll get my kid like Fruit Loops. If my kids are there, then I'll cook for him.
Okay.
My 5-year-old's not going to appreciate the Fruit Loops.
Then from there, it's 9 o'clock.
I'm editing still.
Then from there, it's 9 o'clock. I get the headset on.
Oh, yeah.
And I straight focus. It's 80 outside. I'm headset on,
playing
focused.
video games and focused.
Until about 3 o'clock, 3:30. I come back to reality.
Realize that I've wasted all of my Saturday editing.
Wasted the entire day. And then I'm like, well, I think I'm going to have a cigar. Go outside, start a fire, have a cigar.
Okay, now we're in the summer.
Fire up the grill.
Mowing first. To me,
I will say you're legit when it comes to mowing.
I do like to mow. I do enjoy. To me, it's like setting the table for dinner. It's like I cannot barbecue. I've got to have a little bit of perspiration, smell a little like dirt, mow a little bit.
Don't forget about the exhaust coming off the lawnmower.
That's what I'm saying.
You said dirt, but there's
dirt
a
and exhaust, a little exhaust on you. Yeah. You kind of marinate yourself before you marinate the food.
Almost like you warm up the lawnmower with your flannel laying over the top of it, and then put it on.
Oh, there we go.
That's a nice musk.
Yeah, that would be me if that's in the summer. But actually, what I would one thing if this is the summer, and it sounds like this is the summer.
Well, I mean, I'm saying a perfect day.
Golf.
Hold on, I'm not done yet, bro.
Golf is in there.
Hey, don't paint your own picture. Paint the picture of you and my body. I'm painting the picture of me and your body.
Now if I'm you.
Okay, perfect day. Perfect day.
Okay,
weather's 77 degrees.
A Dre day.
Weather's 76 degrees.
My name is on the Goodwill blimp.
Yeah, today was a good day.
And it reads Travis Kenny.
Just saw the lights of the Goodyear blimp.
And I said Goodwill blimp because I can't afford the Goodyear blimp.
That dog will hunt. I haven't seen that one yet, but let's roll with it.
Yeah, the Goodwill blimp is just a V-dub bus that just kind of goes around the city.
It's like one of those. It's like one of those flatbeds with the running billboard on the back of it, but the thing is like broke down most of the time, and there's mold on the signs and moss because it's been sitting for so long. But go on,
dude. It would be if I look up in the air, and then the Goodwill blimp is literally just an old station wagon that's been lodged in a tree. A tree's grown up into and it's just stuck
9 feet in the air.
Yeah, from like 1962. This tree has grown through this thing and brought it up into the tree. That's the Goodwill blimp. But it reads my name and it says that Travis Kenny is a pimp.
Okay.
Yeah.
From all your stories, that's true.
The L and the I, it'd make it look like Travis Kenny's. It would look like Travis Kenny is plump. Like
or like Travis Kenny has a limp.
is a gimp. Or a simp. But yeah, okay. So yeah, that's. But for now let me be you.
All right.
Okay, now I'm waking up. All right. So, like, I think this is the song that I think you wake up to when you're in the shower, shaking the Jerry curl around. I think you're telling yourself off. I think it's like Stayin Alive. Just everywhere I go, I'm a ladies' man. It's just staying alive. I just think you're just always just you're stuck in 1978 and the year you graduated when you played in the NFL.
You're saying that because of the hair, or are you saying that because that's how you think that?
That's what I think. You just view life. I think you're just like you're like having a good vibe,
easy going.
Like you're like having a great vibe always, and then. I think you get in that truck. I think this is a Saturday. You're not going to work. Saturday, I think what you're doing is just you're already thinking about what you're going to cook that night on the Traeger. You're figuring that out. In the meantime, you probably got to do like run here, run there, catch a girl's basketball game, like watch your kids play, and then it's just like, hey, what are the homies doing? What am I going to do? And let's cook. Let's have a party. Let's cook. Let's have some drinks and music, and that's where I'm picturing you.
I like that. Oh, yeah. That's what you would do in my body?
I don't. I feel like the way you say that, I think it just sounds so bad. I just feel like you should say something like, that's how you would act in my body. But when you start saying things like that's what you would do in my body, I'm just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
No, bro, you're way offline. I'm just saying, you're in my. All right, I'm done with this.
That's what you would do to me in my body.
No, I was just saying, if, like you woke up and you were me for one day.
Yeah, if I was you, I would.
That's what you would do.
I would just vibe out and ride that vibe wave.
Listen to a little J-Bug, little Hawaiian music.
Yeah,
get the grill fired up. Got beers rolling.
I think
fire.
I think I would walk with more confidence. A little bit more confidence, a little more pep in my step, only because who's going to mess with me? Like that's.
There's a lot of dumb people out there that.
There's a lot of dumb people out there
to mess with me.
Yeah,
or have.
Right. That's why I drive a small car. I don't want to what am I trying to prove, dude? So I drove to Vancouver this weekend.
Oh yeah, how was it?
And back, we went to like a video game like. You don't care about.
Oh no! I saw you posted something. You were like in a. It looked like a cool. Joint.
It was so sweet.
Nice. What looked like a Long Island iced tea. Were you slamming some Long Island iced tea?
Yes, I was slamming.
Is that what it was?
Yes, and some other things. But
Long Island iced tea. You. I'm so good at video games.
I played NBA Jam.
You just
nonstop, dude, nonstop. But I was driving back, and that's a 2.5 hour drive on the way back, and I had the most fun. Like Jamie was probably so annoyed with me, but I was missing NASCAR just a little bit. And there was this Tahoe that flew by me, and then right behind the Tahoe was like this red. I thought it was a Mustang. Turns out later it was a Dodge Charger, and then I had a Honda Civic behind me, and then we were just going like it was just us.
So you were in the pack,
dude. Us four just going back and forth.
You were in the pack. Were you in the little?
I was in the enclave. Oh, okay. The enclave. And so, but the thing was, I was just like I was like not narrating it, but commentating it. It's like, all right, we got Honda Civic coming up here. Oh, the silver Lexus just got in front of the Honda, and like for an hour, I had so much fun. I was going to say
that probably would have been super cool for about 9 minutes. And then you just reiterated that you did it for an hour.
Yeah, hour and a half at least.
Jamie literally, door open, about ready to jump.
No, I don't know. That's a good question because she seemed to not care too much. In fact, a couple times, because she was getting involved too because there was a trailer guy. We even called him trailer guy. He was just like, he thought he was in like a Miata.
That's like Mac on cars.
Yeah, not a tow truck guy.
No, that's Maynard.
No, okay. Not Mac. No, it was like a guy with a boat. He was trailing a boat.
Oh, it's okay.
And he was like driving like it was a Miata. Like he was winding through people. Just I'm like, how this guy's going to cause the biggest accident I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane. It was a lot of fun. So I don't know how we got to that point, but I had a lot of fun doing that. I highly recommend if you're on a long road trip, narrate and commentate the entire time. I was even saying like, oh, there's a Coca-Cola truck coming. And it was a Coca-Cola truck coming on the right-hand side there, making a 3 wide. By the way, this race is brought to you by Coca-Cola.
Because you're a Pepsi guy?
I
tried to knock him off the road.
I stared at him hard.
Oh, you did?
I stared at him hard. One guy looked like the younger.
I stared at the driver hard and gave him the finger gun.
Oh yeah, I was finger gunning him.
Pointed right at him. Like,
It was
you
all
play Mother Truck.
I
You
was
kicked
I
it
kicked it
sideways.
sideways. Like I was gangster. I'm like, you don't. This is the wrong territory for you.
Dude, finger guns are dead. Finger guns are so Gary.
he saw it. But yeah, no, it was a lot of fun. One guy that was driving I thought it was a woman because of the wet hair, but it turned out to be the Undertaker. The dude looked legit like the Undertaker, the WWF, just driving this like green Ford Ranger. Like I was like, I think I'm gonna die. I think this is 6'10" Undertaker. Looks
In a
white
Ford Ranger?
Oh, just in the.
It's like the size of this mic.
Oh yeah, just cramped in there.
That's like
just
me
driving.
and your peanut outside.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Anyway, you got me all fired up on that.
Dude, that's a great story.
Thank you.
Any road rage? You got any? What's your best road rage incident?
Oh, well, I've heard yours before.
Yeah, you've heard mine, but what's yours?
You
You got any good ones? I mean,
No.
to the point to where you're like,
thinking I'm going to get shot?
or you want to fight somebody, but you're
No.
scared?
No, what I love more than anything is to just somehow.
Oh, you're the guy that pisses everybody off and then bolts.
Yeah, that's usually how I am anyways. But I, like, if I see someone, like, weaving traffic behind me, like, then what I do.
Speed up. Don't let them through.
No, not even that. I find a nice semi to just ride
Just
alongside.
right next to the back corner of them.
Yeah, no. So then, yeah, I'm like,
So they can't switch lanes.
If it's double, if it's like going down the freeway, there's two lanes. I'm just doing my best to just like, all right, just easing traffic right now, just slowing this guy behind me. One guy passed me. This is over by Black Diamond on the way to the Maple Valley. And I've told you this story, but yeah, someone just passed me flying by me like an idiot, and then he got pulled over. Like I came up like 30 seconds later, he's pulled over, and it felt so good to see him pulled over.
Yeah, I remember
that I turned around and drove by again.
Just waved at him.
Yeah. But you yelled at some little small guy, right? Didn't you scream at some like little dude?
Yeah, I chased the guy down one time. I was having the best Friday ever.
Oh,
Had a workout in already. Everything was good.
so you had that. You were just dopamine was just yeah.
Drinking my coffee, freshly showered, on 18,
Ready to
blazing
roll.
to the office,
Yeah.
going 5 over, no big whoop, left lane. Subaru wraps around next to me, slows down, flips me off and gooses it, and the Big Bear doesn't play like that.
So he just saw you picked a fight kind of thing.
I wasn't even paying attention. Apparently, he was behind me. Like I said, I was
Okay,
going
so
like
you're
5
in your
or
own little
7
world.
over.
This dude is trying to get by you.
Dopamine was
And you're
going.
just
I was in a
like,
great mood.
Sitting on the top of the bay, or dock
actually
of
the
the dock of the
dock.
bay.
It's a dock, yeah,
Well,
but top.
I did a remix, but
Okay.
it's
Wiki.
dock of the bay, and then you're feeling fine, and then this guy's like, "I'm trying to get by."
Apparently, but the dude isn't like a beat up Subaru. Had
Yeah.
some nuts under the hood though. Like he bolted after he flipped me off, but so did I.
I got a question for you now.
What you got?
Have you ever had anyone surprisingly step up to you even after seeing your height, weight, and girth? Like, has anyone stepped up to you like at a bar or anywhere where you're like, they're talking trash, whatever, and then you stand up and kind of like, and they're like, the guy's like, well, a smart guy right here would probably walk away,
I have,
but a guy
but
actually
normally,
challenged you.
Yeah, normally, yeah.
Like he was
Yeah.
not afraid.
No, but he was. Oh, okay. So there's one particular situation where I was at a bar, minding my own business, doing nothing, just hanging out with guys, like whatever. And here's the thing: one thing you got to realize in the life of you
Being
in my
you?
body, going to
Yes.
a bar,
Yes, me doing you in your body.
not doing me, but you being me
Yes.
for a day. If you were to go to like a bar or a poppin' bar or like whatever,
Yeah.
like your head always has to be on a swivel because A, people are always looking at you, and B, I don't notice people looking at me. I don't. But if you're the biggest guy in there, there's going to be a dipshit that's going to drink too much and try to challenge you or do something. Not every time, but there's certain situations where it happens. Yes, I've had that situation happen to me before. And
Did it end like that bathroom brawl that
no,
went viral?
I've found that if you stand up and try to reason with them and they still want to do it, if you slap them open-handedly across the face right in the middle of the bar, they're either going to have the nuts to fight you and they're going to be a badass, and I was probably stupid, or they're going to turn around and walk away and look
realize
like an idiot.
this was dumb.
Yeah. So it's happened to me before, and I open-handed slapped a dude across the face.
Yeah.
Which, if I was a dude, I'd rather get punched directly in the nose than get open-hand slapped in like a bitch in a bar. And and the dude looked at me with his eyes the size of that Casey Kane clock right there.
Yeah.
And turned around and walked away. And I said, and I didn't even say anything to him.
And he was like, I was just asking if you wanted to refill your water. He's the waiter.
We switched staff. I'm sorry. No, this dude was clearly talking shit. I even ordered him pitchers of beer. I was
before all that, trying to
I was diffusing the whole thing. I'm like, dude, chill out. The dude had beef right when I walked in.
So that's how you do. So you de-escalate situations by being overly.
I don't
nice.
want to fight anybody. Like
you don't?
If I'm being
you don't?
If I'm being completely honest with you,
yeah,
I don't want to punch. Like, I'm scared to punch somebody. I don't want to like knock somebody out and have them hit their head on the curb. Like, and I'm not saying I'm a badass, and I don't want to get knocked out like that either. But I'm just saying, like, it scares me to, at my age, to like get an altercation like that. Like, and I think we've talked about this before. If like we're gonna get to the situation to where you can take me to the breaking point where I don't care if I go to jail, you better effing run. Because I'm like, you've taken me to that point. Like, and it takes me a long time to get there. But if you're that persistent on really trying to test me, but I'll try to diffuse it every which way. Like, I'll usually slap a guy. Like, I've done it like 2 or 3 times, and every time I've slapped them, they walk away.
You've been slapped by a guy before?
No, I'd knock them out. I'd freak out.
Can you explain to me football fights where people still wear the helmets and they still act like a big badass, but they're wearing a helmet the entire time?
Yeah. I mean, we may have touched upon this once or twice before, but I like in college, like we would play. We scrimmage each other. We do one-on-ones every day with the defensive line and the offensive line, and you go against the same guys day in, day out, day in and day out, and so tensions run high, especially when you're not playing against other people in training camp and like whatever, right? So like when those tensions run that high, like eventually like somebody will get pissed off and something will happen. Like you may like me, for instance, like I may have a guy that like gets the best of me and I'll like knock his arms down. He falls on his face, right? And then he'll get up and piss off and I'll like grab him by his face mask and push him, or he'll do the same thing to me, right? Well, I learned a lot when I went to St. Louis as my first year in the NFL. Like I'm watching these guys, and there's a rookie there, and this D lineman's going against this like 12-year vet center, and he goes against them. They're getting heated, and I'm playing. The 12-year vet is actually not the starter; he's the backup guy, and so I'm playing next to him, right? And he's like, "Mother, this, that, like you do this again, like." Basically, it's on like this is gonna go down, and sure as shit, like 2 or 3 plays later, like they're going, and this D lineman's like punching him in the face, like with his helmet on though. He's punching the dude's helmet. What the 12-year vet has him underhooked on his face mask, and as the guy's punching his helmet, he's undoing his chin strap on one side as the guy's punching his helmet. So then he pops the helmet off and tees up on him like 3 times in the cheeks. Like no helmet on. And I was like, veteran move right there. I'm like, that's how you do it.
The guy played hockey.
So I learned real quick what to do when it goes down like that.
I feel like refs should get punched in the face a whole lot, like on accident. Like, or I mean,
have you ever been a ref?
I've been like a Parks Rec,
right? But basketball. So you know a little bit. Like if you know a little bit about that, like everybody gets pissed off at refs. I've been extremely pissed off at refs. I mean, like that's a bullshit call. Right. Like, come on, that's ticky tack. Like you didn't need to call me for holding on that. Come on, like you know what I mean? Like on a big play where it's like literally like on the fence. Like what do you do? Like this and that. But those guys, dude, you know how hard it is to watch that stuff. Like I have mad love for like refs. Like it would be, if you really break it down, how hard it is to see the field and to be able to see all the things that are really going on and to make the right calls in live time.
Yeah, that'd be rough.
Yeah. So quit talking shit about them.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, I'm surprised they don't get hit by accident.
Well,
when they're trying to peel people
when
apart.
what's his name? The lineman was held, and the ref threw. The yellow flag has like sand in the bottom of it.
Yeah, it goes
through
right,
it, and it hit it right in the eyeball, and he lifted him off the ground and tossed him.
Yeah. Well, that guy lost his eyesight too, I think.
No, he didn't. But he lifted him off the ground and tossed him. So sometimes obviously it was an accident, but like. I mean, if the guy can't play the rest of the game, and his career's on the line.
So Holly Graff hit me up like months ago, said, "Hey, ask Joey about." Oh, I think it was about jerseys. I don't think we've talked about it yet. Do you get a new jersey every game, or does it get washed? Like what? Like
all the above. So if jerseys get destroyed, which happens sometimes. Like, let's say we're away and we're wearing white. Like with the Seahawks, for example, we're in all white.
Yeah.
They get destroyed grass,
yeah.
Wherever we're playing, right? And so, you're probably getting new jerseys unless you're not playing, and then
they're extra white.
Yeah.
Do you can you keep a jersey if you know it's going to get trashed, or when people, like, for instance, at the end of the game, sometimes you'll see a jersey swap. Do players get fined for that, or is that like cool? If
that never happened, like as we were when
that's
I was
true.
there, I love it.
Did
though.
you guys?
I love it though. But
did you guys ever trade like the leather helmets back and forth though at that time?
Leather helmets?
Yeah, like back when you played NFL.
Yeah, mine were super sweaty, so I had to find the guy with the biggest head because it's stretched out. No asshat.
I love those jokes.
The
special place.
No, I think it's a great thing that they do that now. And I guess if you were to do it every game, you'd probably get charged maybe $400 or $500 or $300.
Yeah.
I don't mean I'm just spitballing, but like maybe $300 a jersey or something. But like, who gives a shit? Like, potentially you're pulling in like Hall of Fame guys or like guys you played with, like. It's cool to have.
It's a collection.
Yeah.
Now, when you go, I remember when I went from, and this is more basketball, but this is kind of football related too. Man, when you were a kid, you got those like painted jerseys. Like it was just like a screen print or something like that where it would come off in the wash. Remember we were getting those basketball jerseys or whatever, and then they would like start to fade away.
Yeah.
And then you go like, wow, $100 or $120, I get an authentic jersey where it's stitched. The authentic jerseys that you can buy online that are stitched, are those like
real deal?
Yeah, could you?
No.
So how do you get an authentic jersey? Like a game? I mean, like
you got to get a game worn jersey. Yeah. Like that's the only way authentic you're getting it.
Right.
But I think that I think they do a good job at like the replicas, but. You got to understand, like for instance, the Seahawks that we have like our own. They have like their own seamstress that like does every single jersey.
Oh,
weekly.
for real?
Yeah. And it's like nameplates, it's numbers, it's the cuts, it's like for linemen, like covers your shoulder pads, but then it's cut in, so you're not like you don't have the sleeves, right? So you can move your arms and do different things, and like each position has their own like. Likeness. Like there's some players that like legit meet with the seamstress and are like, no, this is how I want my jersey.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. I mean, those are heavy hitters. I wasn't doing that.
You were doing that. No. You're like, it's a little too loose in the crotch. Could you just
No, you mostly jersey, not pants. Pants are pretty pants are pretty interchangeable. Pretty
You got a lot of small dick jokes going on today.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. You know what they say. Guys that throw out all the small dick jokes usually are
packing.
One finger pointing, three pointing back. If you know what I mean.
Oh man, have you ever had a jersey that you just could not take off? Like sometimes when like you'll play like pickup football and get a wet T-shirt,
dude. You have to have help. Well, unless you get really good at it, which you do because you do it every day.
Right.
But there's legit times where the jerseys are so freaking tight. Like you pull them up as high as you can, and then you got to sneak your arms down, and then you got to reach your arm back around, one arm back around from the back and grab your shoulder pads and then pull it over. And it's tough.
Yeah,
They're tight. They're tight.
It
They're
looks.
tight.
It looks like it would be.
No,
tough.
they're tight. Like they're tight, dude. If you put on one of my game jerseys, you'd go to your knees, and it would show every one of your curves.
Well, I got a jersey from Edred actually that one time when we went golfing. 64 slaps, as he used to call them, and I put that thing on, and it does. It's like I was surprised.
Did throw shoulder pads on and everything else.
It's insanely tight.
Yeah.
And I think a 64 is not like a punter's number. Like it would be like an O line, D line.
Yeah. You should see some of them. Some of like when you hold them up, they're long, but they're like crazy tight. Obviously they stretch, but like you also got to get used to that when you play because your breathing is restricted. Like it's so tight. You want it that tight though, because if you have it loose, D lineman can grab it and move you, like whatever. It's just another. You just want it that tight.
Do you ever grease up? Have you seen anyone grease up a
Yeah, dude. We used to. So they put double-sided tape on our shoulder pads, and then they put our jerseys on and straighten them out perfectly. So when we get to the locker room, they're completely like taped to our pads.
Yeah.
And then you put them on. And then in certain places I've played, you'd go in the bathroom and they'd spray you down with like Old English furniture spray on your jerseys, and it makes them slippery so guys can't grab them. And you can't grab them anyways because the double stick tape on there, I'm not kidding you, dude. Like it's a 2-man job to get your jersey off.
That's what I was going to say.
So it's not like you're pulling.
So it wasn't like Vaseline.
It's like industrial.
They wouldn't.
No.
It would be like a nice polish. And if refs caught on to that, did they like pull you out and be like, hey, change your shirt?
How are you going to catch on to that? You're basically spraying an aerosol can. Nobody can tell or see. Smell like a fine mahogany out there, though. It smell like a fine mahogany out there.
What's your smell? What's your smell? Every smell brings it back, right? Like when like a nice clippings of I think of baseball or a nice dew. Nice spring rain reminds me of like having played baseball and all that. What's your smell that gets you like fired up for like this feels like college football season. Like I'm ready to roll right now.
It's the time of year. To be honest with you. It's not necessarily a smell. One smell that takes me back to that I just love though, if it's been like dry out for a week, like hot, whatever, and it rains. That smell is like dynamite.
It is.
But I think it's more or less the time of year, and it's hard to pinpoint. Like even now, like when I put on like my workout shoes to go work out, I think I've told you this before. Like, my whole deal was like put on my shoes, putting on my gloves, not necessarily my pads, not necessarily my helmet, not necessarily my pants. It was like the final steps before I stepped on the field. So when I do that, like my mindset changes. Like even when I go to the gym, when I put my shoes on, even as much as I don't want to do it, when I put my shoes on, it's like, okay, let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah. What about you?
Honestly, because so I'll be here's me. Okay. Thanks for the question, Joey.
Yeah.
I used to be a guy that would work the swing shift, like the 3 to midnight.
Yep.
And I would stay up, get home at midnight and wind down, play a video game or two, and then like go to bed at like 1:30, wake up at like 10. And then it switched for me. I got a new position where I worked actually at like 3:30 in the morning and got off at noon. Well, when that kicked in, I was never a guy that woke up early, ever. I didn't like waking up early. I wasn't an early riser.
Once you get in a rhythm, though.
But once you get in that rhythm, it actually feels great to wake up early.
Yeah, because you want to know why? Because you're accomplishing
so
shit
much
before and
anyone
as you're
else
driving to work and as you got done with your workout or as you do whatever you do, you're driving home to grab your coffee or do whatever you got to do, and you're like, I just beat 70% of this town.
Yes.
Because they're all still in bed.
Right.
And I already got a workout in, or I'm on my way to work, or whatever it looks like.
Yeah.
And you're done.
And you feel great. And here's the thing. past Travis, like present Travis, is not mad at past Travis. What I mean by that is past Travis, if I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh man, I stayed up way too late last night. Like, I'm an idiot. I'm such an idiot. Like, why would I do that? Like, I got to get going. But if you go to bed like at a decent hour, you're like, you feel great the next morning. You might be a little tired, but you're getting going. But the funny thing is that like afternoon, evening Travis is kind of mad at morning Travis for waking up so early. But it's better to have evening Travis who's like kind of tired and doesn't want to go to bed at 9, doesn't want to feel like an old man. But then you go to bed and then like morning Travis is like, dude, thanks night Travis. Thanks evening Travis. You helped me out. You went to bed the way you should have. So anyway, that's right.
I like it.
Yeah.
Good job.
I want to do some quick shout outs. I want to do some quick because Casey Scott went out on the limb the other day and she said, like Sean from Cole Street had posted about, hey, we got this, like this is our episode, yada, yada, yada. And like she commented on that episode and said, hey, one day maybe I'll listen to you, but I'm a big fan of Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Nice.
So,
appreciate the listen.
Yeah. So Casey, for just going against the grain there, we easily could have fell in line and said, yeah, Sean, I love your episodes. And I like Joey's too. It was like maybe one day, but I'm all in on the Hollerin with Hollenbeck.
Yeah. We have like a cult following.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good. So appreciate that.
Legit.
It is legit. So shout out to Casey. He's also a Patreon subscriber. Seth Loop, also big.
Shout out to Seth.
Seth, big time. And we maybe bring him on one time. You guys can talk about how, I think he had some story about how he ran you into the ground or something like that. I think there was some sort of.
No, he stole the ball from me when I was about ready to score the only touchdown I could possibly get. And he slid it underneath me because he was a little faster than me and scooped it as I was trying to scoop. I actually had it in my hands and I think he stole it from me and then ran it in the end
Just
zone.
ripped it out of you, out of your.
I was happy that we scored, but then after I thought about it, I was like, that mother trucker.
Shout out to Edred, Kellen Hall, Holly Graff, and my brother as well for being Patreon subscribers. Appreciate you guys. We're not wrapping up. I just wanted to get that in there because I just really do appreciate the Patreon subscribers. One more person, Veronica. I think I sent you the screenshot of where she said that she was dying laughing about the Vegas shout out.
My comment when you said she bought the new car, I was like, that's cool for an hour. Top down for an hour. Grab me a sweatshirt.
She was rolling. And she actually, this past weekend, rolled out to, she never went to Mazatlan, and she tried the Hollebeck Chalupa on a Friday night. She loved it.
Everybody loves it.
Yeah, she actually came to the Full Buddy Friday that we had at Cole Street after that, and we talked about it. She said, "Oh man, Hollebeck Chalupa, delicious." And then, the guy she was with, Jesus, guy I met down in Vegas as well. Talked to him. They drove all the way down there and back, but he didn't try the Hollebeck Chalupa. He was more focused on some
sounds like he was more into the authentic.
He was more than the point. He was like a pollo. I forget what it was.
Eres con pollo?
Yeah, so that's exactly what it was. It was like
so
a creamy chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But anyway, thanks for going there and checking that out. So, hey, what's your plan? Like this comeback tour? I know that you're like. We talked about it a little bit. Like, what are you thinking? Like, what's your vision of this comeback tour?
I think we. Obviously, we go hard in the paint like we are right now.
Right now, yeah.
And then we maybe add in a little of my passion, a little bit of cooking.
Ooh, I like that.
Cooking videos.
Gotcha.
Maybe some cooking tutorials. Hit it hard there.
Yeah,
maybe
live event. Maybe
live
absolutely.
Event. Maybe just show what I'm passionate about. I love to cook.
Yeah,
things like that.
Okay,
maybe like Tucker Carlson right now is like opening up his horizons, and I feel like I need to too.
We just lost listeners.
No, I'm joking. But seriously, I don't know. I just think that I don't know, little day in the life of the big guy.
Yeah, is that why you started this thing? Like, what would you do if you were me?
No.
And then we're ending it with the comeback tour is meat, 24/7. Sirius XFM.
No,
Joey
just,
Hollenbeck.
no, just a few blurbs of like what I would do, like different things I like to cook.
Yeah, I'll talk to Bobby because I know Bobby wants to start recording us a little bit more.
Yeah.
At Bob and Liz show, he wants to start hooking that up. So maybe we can have him put that together.
I mean, no.
All right. Well, anything before we go?
I think you look great tonight.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, you're
I
welcome.
think that when I woke up this morning, I thought I would, do the Joey Hollenbeck inside the Joey Hollenbeck today. So it was nice to be inside you.
Been in the casino lately?
No, not at all.
Vegas crushed you.
Actually, no, I did go back because I forgot my casino. I don't know if I told you guys this. This is a quick story. I forgot my ID 3 weeks ago.
In Vegas?
No, at
Oh.
like Super Bowl weekend. I drove.
How'd you get to Vegas?
Here we go. I went Super Bowl weekend to A, which is down in Vancouver. That's why I had to drive down there this past weekend to get my ID. I left it at the casino, and I had because I was signing up for a player's card, and so we're driving to the airport early, like 5. No, actually before that, 4:30 in the morning, driving to the airport, and Jamie's like, "All right, little quick, checklist. Did you got this?" I'm like, duh. You got this? Yeah, duh. Get your ID? I'm like, yeah. Check my wallet. Open it up. My ID's not there. Had no clue, and I got to board a plane in like an hour and a half, like an idiot. So we drive back home, tear apart the place.
Turned around?
We were like on the Enumclaw Auburn highway,
Salisbury area?
Yes, exactly. Turn around, start tearing things apart.
4:45 in the morning.
Yes. Where do you think you had it last? I don't know. I don't had forever. Could retrace my steps. Anyway, call Alane. I called it Alani. I thought it was Alani. It's not. It's like Alane. Anyway, call them. Like, oh yeah, we've got it. And I'm like, okay, sweet. Could you mail it to me? No, you have to come pick it up. I'm like, God, it sucks. So we drive to the airport. And they can take an old, like a Costco card with your face on it. They can take a bank card, but they got to frisk you.
Yeah.
Up and down. Up and down, baby. I want to frisk it with you. Baby, don't stop.
I want to lick you up and down. I mean, frisk you up and down.
Because tonight, baby, we're going to frisk it with you. Anyway, they frisked me up and down. And then they took...
This is a big dude.
They took... Yeah,
Just some old guy.
with just licking his lips.
Shaky hands.
Ooh, check that again.
Just shaky hands. Can you take your belt off, sir?
I got a kid trying to get in right now, but yeah. So I'm rehearsing myself, like how I'm going to say this, because I'm like, I realize I don't have my ID, and so I'm walking up to the guy.
Oh, I bet you're nervous as shit. You probably look like you got a kilo of coke in your keister.
I'm like, hey, so
You're just sweating like you got just like your keister in a kilo.
play it cool.
So we're just going to Vegas. Wait, just for pleasure.
stuff. Anyway.
Pleasure. Here's my Flamingo player's card. No, seriously.
I've got that. I don't have my ID. Anyway, I told the guy, I'm like, hey, I don't have my ID, man. Like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, well, do you have this? And I had it. He said, good thing, because then we'd have to call in, like, to this, he said, a data center, and then I have to answer, like, all these questions. So they just had to frisk me. So then I go to Vegas. Now I realize I got to come back from Vegas without my ID. Oh, yeah. So I had to do the whole thing. I'm just like, I think I lost my, I think I'm at a casino here. And they're like, all right, buddy, come over here. We got to frisk you for a while. And then
you just pogo stick into the gate.
And from now on, I'm leaving my ID at home.
You just pogo stick into the gate.
Hi, Jamie. No eye contact. Hi, Jamie. It was a little wild ride.
Yeah. I'm so tired.
But I'm never bringing my ID again.
You're a creep.
Anyway, guys, remember your IDs, yeah, because that threw me off big time. So
I bet you were just shaking like a.
I
know what a weenie roast did. You're probably so scared.
I wanted to.
You were probably so scared going up there. Sir.
Hey guys, sir. But yeah, no, I was really, because I love Vegas. I was ready to do anything. Like
You just pull up your sleeve. In Selleck, they recognize us with our brand. You guys don't take that as a form of ID?
I was honestly ready to do anything. I love Vegas. I was like, dude, if you want to go like around the corner, I'll do whatever you want right now.
Sick. On that note, thank you for listening.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Have a great week. Take care. Hit us up with your questions, and I love the feedback. Thank you for all those that showed the feedback and send me messages. And I like to I forward those on to Joey. I take a screenshot of it and I forward it to Joey. I say, dude, this person listened. Hey, check this out.
True story.
And he's like, let's go. Let's go.
Hollerin with Hollenbeck. Holla back. Joey Hollenbeck.